Welcome back. It hasn't been long. I think I'm gonna get more from selling this than I am from using it.
What is it?
I hope that you haven't run into any difficulties you couldn't deal with. Is there anything else I can assist you with? Like many parts of Dawn, several south. Is there anything?
I guess I can't tell her about Rook being captured, basically. I guess I'd better go get him.
Ready to serve.
Charanana Gundoso.
Just wanted to check the achievements really quick. Speaking of which, I'm going to try to get both Dantooine achievements while I'm here.
Yes. That crystal is bonded. Is there something else? Yes. Very well. The Jedi. You may have already... Others. Ah. A technique that helps one resist the force attacks of an enemy and also is excellent in lightsaber combat. It does more
I've
damage,
not even been paying
but
attention
it leaves you
to the
vulnerable
fact
to
that
other
I've gotten
attacks.
these other forms.
Use it against others wielding the Force or lightsabers, but not against anyone else. Others may come with time, with experience. A defensive technique, but effective. Use it if you do not wish to be hit, or if you are facing many opponents with blasters. With a lightsaber blade and enough skill in deflection, it is an excellent defense against blasters, but in other situations, it merely delays the inevitable. Others may come with time, with experience. It is simple, and its simplicity is strength. It allows focus, a slightly improved chance of connecting with one's opponent. It has no other advantages or disadvantages. It is an effective form to fall back on when no other form will do. Others may come with time, with experience. Very well. It allows you to recover your strength with the Force more quickly, and it lends strength to your Force powers. It has no other drawbacks. Such a form is a gift, preferred of the Jedi consulars, and effective in combats where you must fight only through the Force.
Master Rook is enclosed in a force field, a prisoner of these mercenaries. He regards you without expression.
Halt, settler. This is a restricted area. How the hell did you get through the Kinrath? You should leave.
I killed them all earlier?
We are highly trained veterans, and you're just a settler with a toy blaster. We're taking the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa, and that is the end of that. I'm gonna say this nice and simple for your little calf-hurting head. Unless you want to wind up dead, leave now.
Open the cage. Let the Jedi out.
What? That's a Jedi trick! We trained against that during the war. It's a Jedi, man! Kill her before she tries something else!
Always rushing into action without thinking of the consequences. What? You're expecting thanks? Kunda's in
Good to
danger,
see you
and
too,
you've
Master
ruined the
Killjoy.
best chance of averting a full-scale conflict.
Always a pleasure, Rook. I see you still have your cheery disposition.
Is this a joke to you? People's lives are at stake. Every action has consequences, no matter how small or insignificant they seem. And even the smallest choice has the potential for harm. The Mandalorian Wars was proof of this. Intentions mean nothing if a greater tragedy is caused.
Is this the same careful timing you were counting on in the Mandalorian Wars?
Did you think rushing into battle against the Mandalorians did anything but bring more harm to the galaxy? It only served to bring about a second war more dangerous than the first. Countless Jedi died in both conflicts, and everyone who followed Revan and Malak died or returned to the dark side. Except, conveniently, you.
Revan and Malak were misguided, but without them we'd all be speaking Mandalorian.
Revan acted. You acted. There's no way of knowing what would have happened had you trusted in the Council, much like what you have done today. Enough of this. This is not the time for such arguments. The mercenaries have allied themselves with the Exchange and are planning to attack Kunda. They've been holding off for the right moment. And now, since they lost their captive Jedi, they'll attack immediately. I'm going to try to reach Administrator Adari. Time is of the essence.
Yes?
Oh good, they restocked. Wow, $157. Maybe I'll go to the movies. This datapad contains orders from Azkul to senior mercenary officers. The mercenaries have recently made a secret alliance with the Exchange and are planning an imminent attack on Kunda. With Administrator Adare dead, then the Exchange would be able to use Dantooine for their illicit activities, completely unprotected by the Republic. All preparations for the mercenary attack have been made, and they could attack Kunda at any moment. The moment of truth will come after I leave the cave. In fact, I might actually want HK with me when I do this. I forget if he likes cunning actions or psychotic.
You are the Jedi I've heard reports of, and I am Azkul, leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine.
I've learned you're planning an assault on Kunda.
That is correct, and I want you to help me.
Why would I help you?
According to my reports, I have 4 times as many soldiers as the militia, and I'm committed to taking Kunda. It is inevitable that I will succeed. If you wish to avoid my men eradicating the people of Dantooine, you will make it easier for me to take Kunda. Of course, I will pay well for your services.
What do you have in mind?
There are many ways someone with your abilities can aid us. Before the action begins, I have 2 main tasks in mind for you. Disable the gun turrets and the traps. Return to me when you are ready for us to begin our assault. I warn you not to keep me waiting.
Well maneuvered. With both the mercenaries and the militia counting on your aid, you can influence the outcome of the situation as you see fit.
I should save now again. Save in Leaf. save in did I oops. Let me check the achievements. Here, why don't you come with me?
Yes?
Okay, let's put that up at the top. Yeah, that one. Okay.
Acknowledgement.
I see you have found the elusive Master Rook. He's told me that his rescue complicated our situation to some degree. I can't say that I anticipated that. I thank you for finding him, though. Rook has informed me that the mercenaries devised a plan of attack to annihilate Kunda itself. I must ask for your aid again, Jedi. Zeron says that even with a plan, the mercenaries have to gather their forces, then coordinate their assault. So we still have time. I'm afraid the militia has not been adequately trained for the task that befalls them.
Who knows about the attack?
Right now, just us and the militia. I don't want to create a needless panic. But be assured I will make sure that all civilians are warned in time so they can get to safety. Though if we lose this battle, nowhere on Dantooine will be safe for settlers for long.
What can I do to help?
Our militia is effective at peacekeeping, but isn't prepared for a full-scale battle. If you can do anything to ready them for the reality of it, that would be helpful. Besides that, look around Kunda and see what you can do to strengthen our defenses. I know that we don't have the perimeter turrets online, and that alone could make a significant difference. Zeron says there is a considerable chance they will breach Kunda itself. Anything you can do to slow them down could turn the tide of battle.
I'll check out Kunda's defenses then.
Here is a MasterCard key that will open all of the security doors inside Kunda. Anything that might aid you in your task, please use. Soon, all the civilians will be evacuated. So if you have any business with them, I suggest you take care of it. Whenever you are ready to finalize the defenses, talk with Zeron.
I was right about you. You are trouble, but you might just be the right sort of trouble we need. The mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize. We could use people handy with a blaster. Getting people to join the militia for a short stint would be good. We also got a lot of things that could use fixing. It isn't glamorous, but that type of work sometimes makes a load of difference. Just look around. Plenty to be done.
What needs fixing?
Off the top of my head, the 3 turrets outside Kunda are on the blink. They went haywire the other day and wounded some of my men, so we took them offline. The men who were wounded by the turrets are holed up in the med lab. But our medic droid is busted, so they're healing slowly. I've had some men lay traps around Kunda, but nobody here really specializes in demolitions. I'm sure there's some gaps that could be filled. The side security door to Kunda has been malfunctioning as long as I've been here. It may be best to just seal it off lockdown so nobody gets through. We got some broken assault droids that have been collecting dust for the last 5 years. If they were working, it would help a lot with interior defense. If I had it my way, I'd recruit any citizen of Kunda that can hold a blaster. But it's hard to convince peaceful farmers to fight, maybe die for a cause.
How much time do I have?
I don't know for certain. It could be a day or even a week. Depends on how good Azkul is at organizing his men. I'm guessing not so good. When you're ready...
Thanks for the help. Since you're asking me, I suppose I could. I figure I still owe you for helping me with my thief problem. Zeron has asked me several times before to join the militia, so I expect he's going to be very pleased.
Hang on. Okay, I don't need HK here for this.
Let's go. Let's go.
I am listening.
Thanks, stranger. Thanks, stranger.
Yeah? I am ready.
Thanks, stranger. Thanks, stranger.
Let's go. Something you need of me?
Now, I already do have some influence with HK, so I wonder... Moving on up, moving on up. to the lights, moving on up.
I am ready. What's going on?
Akari was the little dude outside. Who's calling me? Oh, it's my father. Hang on. Thank you for your patience.
I am ready. What's going on?
Okay, that doesn't give me the achievement. Alright, so now I gotta sort of speed run. Okay, back where we were.
What's going on?
And since making them defend hostiles does not give me the achievement, I'm not going to do it.
I am listening. Let's go.
Log out. Quick save. If I do 2, then I get no achievement. Wait a minute. Is there another door back there?
I am listening.
It's clearly something I can do. F4 quick save. Demolitions.
Charanana Gundoso. Charanana Gundo.
I've just given him his hundred spanner back, telling him that I know he's breaking them for parts. He has received terrible news. My brother's second wife is with child. She has become ill and requires medical aid. Her condition is life-threatening. The doctors on Telos will not treat her without paying full payment up front. My brother doesn't have any money. Before the moon is turned, I must send my brother enough credits to pay the doctors. Believe me, I'm normally a very honest person, but the situation has made me desperate. Please, you believe me, don't you? I believe you. Here's some money. And a discount. Would you be interested in joining the militia? Yes. Everybody is nice. Seven. Wonder where that chick went.
What? Who is that? You were really helpful. Certainly.
Hang on.
What? You were Certainly.
I can't sell her anything. Okay.
Back again, huh? But it's nice to see you again. I hadn't even thought of that. I know the militia will take just about anyone. I want to think it through, but...
Ah, the trap. So, I have no Ah, the traveler. So,
Jaren says you saved him down there. Next time you should ask for a reward.
Where is that kid? The whiny Padawan.
I hear you saved Joran. How many settlers would help us salvagers? Can't wait for those salvagers to ship off this planet. They smell.
Watch me try to persuade this guy to join the Kunda militia.
I don't suppose you're here to hire us. What if we do? You sound like a... So the galaxy...
No. Well, that makes sense. Still, it would have been really fucking funny if I could ask him if he'd join the militia.
Thanks for helping out the militia.
I swear on all that is holy, that guy used to be black.
Sorry, this door is blocked off.
The security door is malfunctioning. It would be relatively easy to hack open this door, but you'd never get it to close again. The security of this building would be compromised. Let's lock down the door. The door is now secure. In fact, it is so secure that nobody will get this door open again anytime soon. Okay, now that I've talked to everybody, I think here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go tell the militia that it's safe.
Are you ready? I won't wait long for you.
Sure.
Good. I don't need less. Come on, Jedi. You're leading the first wave.
I can't believe you've betrayed us.
Okay.
Eyes cool.
I must admit you had me worried there.
Okay, and those achievements. Side with the settlers. Or change your mind about siding with the settlers. No, I don't know why I looked at all that without pausing.
Something you need of me?
I really don't know what's going to happen.
Are you ready? Fine. The only thing I'm... You will be paid. Is that supposed to... Men? I trust you can handle this Jedi.
Huh. Okay.
Together then!
Well, that was certainly something.
Something you need of me?
Are you ready? Good. I will do... I don't need less... Come on, Jedi. You're leading the first wave.
I can't believe you've betrayed us. That was a pretty speech for Kunda.
Maybe I actually need to go through with it to get the... Let's give it a whirl. Crap, HK's unarmed.
The perimeter, Askel.
They're falling before us like herd beasts to the
Yes, sir.
I should have stopped you. No more words.
Well, okay. Thanks for your help, HK. He's kicking my ass.
He is overconfident. Observe how he handles his lightsaber. He is using Ataru, an aggressive form, best suited for single opponents. You can easily defeat him by encircling him with your companions or by using blaster fire. Be wary of his power attack, however, as it is further enhanced using this form.
Are you arrogant enough to think you can divide your attention while fighting me? You think you can learn my...
Whoa.
It's not possible.
Ow. Alright. Clearly we're getting nowhere like this. This is going badly. Like, this is going really badly. Oh, yeah. So, what have we learned?
Something you need of me?
Yeah, I need a lot of med packs.
Yes? Is something wrong? Very well.
That was incredibly uncalled for.
Yes, it's very well.
I'm going through a lot of effort just to get an achievement.
Are you ready? Good. I don't need lessons. Come on, Jedi. You're leading the first wave.
I'll unpause the recording again when I'm fighting Rook.
Long ago. No more.
I'm doing so badly.
using Ataro, impulsive form. But you can easily defeat him by encircling him with cold or by using blaster fire. Be wary of his power attack, however, as it is further enhanced using this form.
Are you aware? You think you can learn my... It's not possible.
There's really a lot to keep track of here. That's right, chase me. All the while I am restoring health. Where the hell did he go? There he is. Has he lost sight of me? Okay. No, I know. I broke down all my mines! That's alright. Is he passively healing? Sure, we'll just stand here for a bit. This is so stupid. It really is kind of fucked up that I escaped from his vision and he just completely lost me. Like, he went behind that tree. It's a blind spot. I'm gonna throw a grenade at him. It didn't work. It didn't work. But it does at least seem like my strategy of waiting and biding time did something. At least for me. Hopefully he'll lose sight of me again. HK, you're being so helpful right now. Okay. He's lost sight of me again. Cool. Cool. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, this is one of the hardest battles I've ever fought. Yeah, fair enough. like I've done, like, nothing to him. Oh, feck. Oh, and he's fully healed as well. Oh. I'm gonna be real with you, this isn't worth the achievement. In fact, I'm deleting that whole save. This ain't fucking worth it, man. Delete.
I am listening.
I mean, because look at the time. Most of the time on this recording has been spent trying to beat Rook. I fucking hate Rook.
I was right about you. The mercenaries aren't quick. That's good to hear. Inspecting the perimeter. I fought in a war or two, but I'm no general. You sure? All right. Then we got a lot to do.
Since you are here to bolster Kunda's defense, I will hurry to the mercenary camp and delay their assault however I can.
I imagine that the mercenaries have got two goals in this whole thing. Kill me and kill the administrator. The rest of the settlers won't have courage to resist if they succeed.
There isn't anyone else that can rally the settlers?
It's not that the settlers aren't good people. Many folk just don't have the fighting mentality. They'd rather just make people happy and get along. But there isn't any getting along with Ascol. He's out for blood and taking the place over. So we gotta protect the administrator. Kunda can go on without me, but not without her. The administrator's locked up in her office tight, which means that the mercs have to go through us and Kunda's defenses. It isn't gonna be easy. I suspect we're gonna have to fight on the inside. They've got 3 entrances they're gonna try and break in. Here's the front door, the security door on the side, and the garage door in back. We got 3 squads of militia. We can assign people to the front, back, or inside. Backside has to guard 2 entrances. The front will have to fight more people, and the inside will have to deal with any that break through. So, where do you think the first squad should be deployed?
Let's do back by the... Well, tell me about the squads.
First squad is most experienced. The only squad that could go blaster to blaster against the mercs. Second squad has a lot of passion, but no experience. Third squad is new and not trained too well, and they may break in combat. They need a good leader to make them effective. So, where do you think the first squad should be deployed?
This is new.
Alright, you take 1 squad and defend the front entrance. I'll take another and guard the back. One will park outside the administrator's office. Once the fighting starts, you gotta stay in your area. We both have to guard our half of the battlefield. Come over to me and the mercs will just charge straight into Kunda. Thanks to you, they're gonna have a tougher job. That's about it. Well, I'll tell them what's there to do. I'm not much for words.
I think they could use some encouragement. Maybe I could speak to them.
All right, I'll assemble the men. I hope you can speak good.
What we're about to do is dangerous, but important. Important for friends and family. Enemies want to take everything worth taking from you. We have to give it our all to stop them. So look around you. That's what we're fighting for. Each one of us has to back the other up. We can win this if we work as a team.
You're much better with words than me. I think it'll really help. Let's get ready for the mercenaries. If we fall here, all of Dantooine falls with us.
Tell me what you see, soldier.
They're mobilizing the militia. Looks like a lot of activity down there.
They've been warned. It won't be of any use. The plan doesn't change. Captains, prepare your men. Their leader, Administrator Tarina, must not survive the battle. Everything else is secondary to that objective.
I don't know why I'm so dead set on this pair. Why didn't we bomb the bridge?
Too many soldiers.
I tried.
So you're the Jedi. Stand aside.
Okay, what happens if I select this?
Sensible. I will order my
There
men
we
to
go.
leave you be. Now, if you'll excuse me.
The Republic won't stand for what you've done here. You'll pay for your crimes.
I was going to make it a painless death, but you've been much more difficult than you had to be. Now you're going to pay.
As long as I don't have to fight Rook again.
There was little could be done about the Administrator's death. Jedi can turn the tide of a battle. But we were never meant to fight a war by ourselves. The Dantooine settlers will have to find new strength amongst them. Otherwise, who knows how long they'll last. In any case, I am free to talk about whatever you wish.
I don't need to ask anything.
I suppose that... Now watch
I don't
and
care.
learn.
I don't care. I don't care.
This form is
I
a
know.
taru. And don't try
I know,
using
I don't
this
care.
form amidst heavy fire. Nothing is more embarrassing for a Jedi than to be cut down by a stray blaster shot.
Now that I've got the achievement, I can do that the right way.
I am listening.
Oh, fine. Put that thing away before you hurt somebody.
You'll find little welcome here, Jedi.
I was right about the mercenaries aren't. You sure? All right. Then we got a lot to do.
Since you are here to bolster Kunda's defense, I will hurry to the...
I imagine that the mercenaries have got the administrators locked up. It isn't gonna be. They've got 3 in. Here's the front door, the security door on the side, and the garage door and back. We got 3 squads of militia. We can assign people to the front, back, or inside. Backside has to guard 2 entrances. The front will have to fight more people, and the inside will have to deal with any that break through. So, the battles that had the least dying were always led by Jedi. I'm gonna go with what you think. Where do you want the 2nd squad? Alright, where do you want? Fine by me. The last question is, where do you want to go? Either the front or the back? That's what I was thinking too. The main group of mercenaries. Once the fighting starts, you gotta stay in your area. We both, thanks to you. That's about it. Well, I'll tell them what's there to do. All right. You're much. Let's get ready for the.
Tell me what you see.
They're mobilized.
They've been... Their leader.
Like before, you've already seen all this. I'll just hit pause until I'm back inside and there's new content. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Come on, Zeron. Don't you have something to say to me? Homie, don't make me do that a 3rd time. Okay. Oh, sick. As cool. What are you doing here? Let me just get these remains. Really? Only one? Ugh, that's so rude to me specifically.
Tell me what you see, soldier.
They're mobilizing the militia.
They've been... Their leader.
Oh, okay. Who's up for round 3? I think something is terribly broken. What's
Don't
going
cause
on?
any more trouble for Dantooine.
Okay, maybe I just need to go inside? Ugh, I have to do all this nonsense a third time. FML. What's this? Just before I actually did anything? Yeah, this is before I actually did anything. Okay.
I am ready.
I won't make you watch it again.
Look inside.
So you're the Jedi. I take it you are responsible for the surprises we've had during this battle. Stand aside. Our quarrel is with a distinguished administrator. This isn't your problem. You have no idea who you're talking to. I was going to spare your worthless life. I see I was in error. I was trained at Malak's Academy. Your tricks won't work on me. You're just another dead Jedi to me.
Sorry I was held up, but it looks like I've arrived in time to pull you out of your predicament.
Kill them all.
Thank you so much for your aid. You can be sure that Dantooine will not forget how the Jedi protected us from this threat. We are a humble community, and this conflict has greatly diminished our resources. I hope this reward will be sufficient.
Please, keep the credits. Use them to help rebuild Kunda.
I am humbled by your generosity. I will put this to good use. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much work to do. Dantooine will be slow to rebuild, but I am confident now that we will one day achieve prosperity.
Kunda is safe in no small part due to you. I feel certain that the Administrator wouldn't have made it without your assistance. I may have misjudged you. In any case, I am free to talk about whatever you wish. There are a few of us left, but I do not even know if the others still live. We may be the last. We've been forced to divide our forces and retreat to places which will be difficult for our enemies to detect and attack.
Where are these other Jedi?
We have chosen to hide our presences from each other, so that the discovery of one will not endanger the others.
But how can you contact each other?
We cannot. And we have resolved not to until we have found where the Sith are striking from. But even as our numbers thin, there is still no trace of them. We had hoped to outmaneuver them. By letting them believe themselves victorious, we thought they would become bold and step from the shadows.
Like that Nickelodeon show?
Then, all of us who remained vowed to meet here on Dantooine. From here, we can plan a course of action and carry the battle to them. But so far, they remain in hiding, and Jedi continue to vanish and die. You have more questions for me? We are at war, but it is unlike any war we have fought before. We have yet to even meet our attackers in battle. Somehow our enemy is targeting us through the Force, striking, then retreating to the shadows. The gathering of any Jedi seems to attract them like a beacon. So it was necessary to divide our forces and conceal ourselves for a time until we could learn more of this threat. How did you know of Kotor? Few knew it was one of the gathering worlds for the Jedi. But yes, Kotor was one such place. Now the planet is no more. Master Zar, Master Dorak, and many more perished there, and we do not know why or how. But all life on the planet ceased to exist. I was not on Kotor when it was destroyed, but now that it is dead, it has left its echo. Like Dantooine. It was after Kotor that the few of us left realized that wherever we gathered, we were placing others in danger, not just Jedi.
Why did you come to Dantooine?
Great tragedies, old battlegrounds. Places of suffering, all leave wounds on the galaxy.
No, I know my microphone wasn't picking me up because it was up by my head.
The deaths of so many echo. So much so that it is difficult to center oneself. By coming here, those echoes serve to mask my presence, allowing me to investigate the ruins and try to find some clues as to who our attackers are.
But if you can mask your presence here, couldn't the other Jedi?
The Miraluka world of Kotor taught us a terrible lesson. Many Jedi gathered there in an attempt to use the Force to find the location of the enemy. Now the planet is no more. I was not on Kotor. It was after Kotor. You have more questions for me?
Why are you in hiding?
We were not in hiding, despite what you believe. This threat is striking through the Force. There's a reason that we cannot detect it. It is somehow masking its presence from us.
How is that possible?
I do not know. There are techniques in the Force that hide one's presence and thoughts from other Force users. But I do not believe that such techniques alone would be capable of hiding the enemies we face. It does not seem possible.
So why are you here?
Jedi sanctuaries, places of learning, conclaves, many of them secret, have been attacked. That requires that our enemy knew of our whereabouts, or had access to records and holocrons from the Enclave here on Dantooine.
Holocrons.
There was much Jedi teaching buried here before the planet was attacked. In the hands of our enemies, such knowledge could be used to track and kill Jedi, find other enclaves, gathering places. And so much has been plundered from here that now many secrets of the Jedi have been spread throughout the galaxy. So I did what I could, attempting to let myself be captured. I hoped that it would lead me to the Sith and the stolen artifacts.
Did you find any presence of the Sith on Dantooine?
The Sith attacked this place once, and only they would seek the death of the Jedi with such obsession, and be able to be as successful as they have. But the destruction of Dantooine, it is difficult to sense the presence of any Force users here. If any Sith are here, I cannot detect them.
But that is not the only reason you came to Dantooine.
Yes, perhaps I wish to see this place one more time. It has changed much, as I knew it had, but I had to see it for myself. You have more questions for me?
Where are all the Jedi?
There are a few of us left, but I do not even know if the others still live. We may be the last. We've been forced to divide our forces.
Oh wait, I've
and
already
retreat
asked him
to
this.
You have more questions?
I need to know why you cast me out of the Order.
Because you defied the Council and followed Revan to war. And from that war came another. Do you know how many worlds were destroyed in those wars? Dantooine, Telos, Sirocco? Do you see now why we counseled caution instead of action? You were the only one to come back and face judgment. But that was because you had lost your connection to the Force. Another casualty of war. No doubt you still blame us for your exile. I had hoped your isolation would give you time to reflect on what had happened, what you had done. But I see it as not. You have more questions for me?
Why did you cut me off from the Force?
We did nothing to you. Accuse us if you will, but it will not change the truth. Cutting one off from the Force. Such punishments are reserved for only a few. Although it was within our power, we did not inflict such a loss upon you. Your loss was a casualty of war, no more.
Then what happened to me?
Perhaps that is a question you should ask yourself. It is not something I could help you with, even if I wanted to.
But I've reestablished my connection to the Force.
Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel such from you. I feel nothing but what I felt in the Council Judgment Chamber on Coruscant so long ago. Still, you and your connections were often a subject of debate in the Council. It is possible that returning to known space, journeying with others, has caused the Force to stir within you again. You have more questions for me?
At the end of my trial, you and the other masters said something had happened to me. What was it?
You have seen the end of your trial? Perhaps you would like to explain how you came to this knowledge.
I heard it in a hollow transcription of my trial.
That was intended only for the Jedi Council. If what remains of the Council chooses to tell you, then I will abide by their decision and its consequences.
Don't you think I have a right to know?
There is little I can tell you.
Yay!
Master Kavar felt something had happened to you in the war, but all he had was suspicions, not truths. And Kavar was too close to you in any event. He, too, felt the call of war and took to battle more than a Jedi should. His speculations would not help you now, but enough of this. It is knowledge for the Council alone until they choose to reveal it. You have more questions for me?
Do you know anything of Force bonds and how to end them?
Force bonds? Yes. It is the bond that grows between master and student. Are you saying you have bonded with another?
Yes, and the connection is lethal.
Such bonds normally grant strength to both, but not to such a degree. Are you certain? Perhaps it is merely what you believe. Still, your ability to form such connections, to influence others, was always a subject of discussion, even when you were a student here. Perhaps it is a punishment of a sort. but a bond that ties two lives together, such bonds do not seem natural to me. And with your loss of connection to the Force, it seems such a connection would be impossible. Perhaps it is Dantooine,
Yeah, we
but
know that.
Still, it is possible. You have more questions?
The Sith have revealed themselves.
Have they? I've seen no evidence of them upon Dantooine. Only murderers and raiders.
They exist. They've already attacked me.
Why would they attack you? You are no Jedi. You cannot feel the Force. For some reason, I believe you. Still, I am curious as to how they would know to find you. Your trial was not public knowledge. Regardless, these Sith have struck, and you survived. This is more knowledge than I had before. And that means the Jedi may gather. If you can find others, or find some trace of the Sith threat, then we shall gather here on Dantooine. And from there we may decide what can be done. You have more questions for me? I suppose there is something I should show you. It will keep you alive long enough to prove useful. Now watch and learn.
I like
this
you
form
too,
is a
Rook.
Taru. Because it is
Did you
such
just
an
have your
aggressive
hand
fighting style,
on
you
the
should only
blade?
use it against single opponents. And don't try using this form amidst heavy fire. Nothing is more
He's putting his
embarrassing
hand
for a
on the
Jedi
blade.
than to be cut down by a stray blaster shot. I don't know how you learned that so quickly. Still, your form is sloppy. Keep practicing to tighten it
I like
up and
you
you'll be
too.
fine.
Query. Statement. I certainly... Query.
Hoped he might know something.
I'll be glad to return to my farm and retire my blaster for good now.
But where did the girl go? Oh, okay. Doesn't matter where the girl went, I guess.
That was some intense fighting. I'm glad we both made it through. And the mercenaries didn't.
Oh. Whoa. HK.
Diagnostic? For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned.
Two more. You got it, boss.
I will silence this one.
Systems failing, Master.
Is there? Must be hearing things. But for a moment.
I'm creating a lightsaber very specially. This lightsaber is for Atten.
Yes? That crystal... Let me focus. There. Now it... Is there something...
Huh. If the Council cast you out, how come Atris and none of the Jedi Masters mentioned you?
Ignorance. And perhaps they do not remember or care. It is of no consequence to me or to them.
You're lying.
Am I? Then perhaps you should know. There are techniques in the Force where one can cloud the memory of others, make their presence so small as to be unnoticed. And on the worlds where we have encountered these Jedi, there is much life and death where sensing such things is difficult. As I said, it is of no consequence to me or to them.
Do you use that technique on me?
No, but if I did, you would never know. So my words only carry as much worth as you believe them to. But perhaps you will understand this, that perhaps it is important to me that you see me and my actions uncloaked. It is important that your judgments, whether be good or bad, stem from seeing me as I truly am.
I accept that, and I trust you, Kreia.
I did not ask you to trust me, only that you listen to what I have to tell you. But thank you.
I love my son. Alright, let's go to Nar Shaddaa. Actually, maybe there's more droids on Telos. I'm hoping for another HK attack.
The honor is mine. My life for yours. I will answer what I...
Alright. HK, who are you stalking? Aw, man. Who's that guy?
I hear the refugee problem on Nar Shaddaa is getting out of hand. I met someone who managed to escape. He didn't even want to talk about it.
Although I suppose if the attacks happen where I expect them, they wouldn't really be good assassin droids, would they? Oh, sweet. I'll have to come back here. I'll take the money. One day I'll return for you. See, there'll probably be some on Onderon, but, Onderon is a very tense situation, and once I land there, I can't leave until I've resolved it. There's a reason it's usually my third world. Wait a minute. Okay.
Donos Emaragith. Donos Emaragith. Donos Emaragith.
Let me in.
Kawana bota yunta.
Ugh. Life is cruel to me, specifically. My guy, why are you just standing there?
Jedi.
You're like the most fucked up game of peekaboo.
Betrayer. All thoughts of me will slide from your vision, from your mind, like water. You know who I am, but you will be unable to voice it, to remember it. What does a Jedi see? Only what I allow them to see.
My life for yours. I am prepared both. I understand now.
I only taught you to make you stronger, not to serve me.
I do not understand, but the choice is mine whether you permit it or not. My life.
Yes, General? Don't worry, I'm a quick learner. Thank you, General. Yes, General? Let's get to work then, General. That was a good workout. Yes, General? Sorry, General, something else I can help.
Yes? Is something wrong?
So I
That
can't
is hard.
teach him? That's odd. Maybe I just don't know anything yet that he's able to learn.
Yes? That is something...
Oh.
Very well. Very well. You have brushed the surface thoughts of another. It is a start. Calm yourself. This time, silence your own thoughts. Keep them still. Imagine the waters of the room of 1,000 fountains, each stream suddenly falling silent and still. Imagine the ice of Telos, cold and smooth as it gathers upon the plateau. Now, stretch out. Feel the ship around you. Strip away the metal. and see the souls and minds of those that fill its corridors with more thoughts and dreams and worries than can fill the space of this ship.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Kotor, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and...
How could the Jedi leave the Republic? Was it because of the Civil War? Is it possible that they...
Switch the face of the +1 -1 card. The totals are 9, 10. Switch the face of the +2 -2 card. The total is 8, 11. Switch.
Your command echoes still, General, and I obey, as I did at Malachor.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Kotor,
Switch the face of the +1
I shall
-1
not
card.
fear,
The totals are 9, 10.
for in fear
Switch the face of the +2
Your command
-2
echoes
card.
still,
The
General,
total is 8,
and I
11.
obey,
Switch.
as I did at Malachor.
That sound in the background. What is it?
Not now. Focus on my voice.
Malachor.
Now do you hear me? Truly hear me?
I hear you. This is incredible.
You have taken the first steps on a much longer road, exile.
What about the droids?
The droids cannot be read in such a way. As for the alien who served with you in the war, its thoughts are more difficult, requiring many
Racist.
translations in meaning. Often it is better to read their impulses and images than their spoken thoughts. That is why he is deaf to you. I have found his impulses are cold, like a dead weight. His thoughts are black.
But I did hear something from Beodor.
Indeed. It is strange that I did not.
Maybe it is because I know him better. I served with him.
Perhaps. I would not put much weight on such things.
There was also something wrong with Atton's thoughts.
Of course there was. It is because Atton was not playing Pazak, yet he counts cards in his head. At times, he will list off engine sequencers, memorize the hyperspace routes on the other side of the galaxy, count the ticking in the power couplings, even though they are fixed. At other times, he will imagine certain base lusts, certain indignities. It may be Atton is far cleverer than he feigns to be. Or perhaps he is simply a fool.
Perhaps. Maybe I will go see him. See how his Pazak game is coming. I thought I already did that. I'm probably getting it confused with my Switch game.
Something up?
Playing Pazak in your head again?
Passes the time. It's better than listing off engine sequencers, memorizing hyperspace routes, or counting ticks in the power couplings.
There are no ticks in the power couplings. It's fixed.
Of course it's fixed. And that's why you should count the ticking in the power coupling, too.
That doesn't answer my question.
Why do I play Pazak? Alright, I'll show you.
Let's play. Ooh. Oh, we actually play. Okay. Dang it.
Good match. Now, what are you thinking about right now?
Oh, Pazak, of course, the game.
Right. And that's why I play Pazak in my head.
Because if you don't, you've left the door open, and anyone could walk right in.
Atten, before I felt your mind. With Krea's help, I'm sorry.
Of course you did. You see, Jedi, light or dark, do it. More often than you'd think. But I never heard one say they were sorry before. That's a new house rule.
You play Pazak to shield your thoughts.
No, I play Pazak in my head. But while I'm doing that, it's a lot harder for someone to walk in.
T3, this is a private moment. That's right, keep moving on. Move on, my son.
No, I can only teach you to play Pazak. Do you understand
He's
what I'm
holding
saying?
a card in his hand. This is new. Then I want to learn to play Pazak.
Good. Now you understand. All right, I'll deal then. If you're ever fighting someone who has the power over your mind, whether light or dark, play Pazak. Start listing hyperspace routes, recite engine sequencers, and when they try to use their powers on you, suddenly it's not as easy as they thought. Because you'll be right here with me, playing Pazak, where they can't reach you.
That's so fucking romantic. And I'm really glad they retooled the scene so that we're actually playing Pazak. I'm very pleased about that. Alright, I'm going to stop the recording and go back to Dantooine and play Pazak with the dude to get his cards. And also go to the bathroom, because I can do that, because I'm a grown-up.